Easy guys, how's it going? Careless here. What a really good episode. Like, after the Gohan and Goku episode, I really expected this episode to be kind of a bit average, like a bit fillery more so. But actually was really good. We got a lot of information in this episode about what the other universes have been at, specifically universe 3 and 6 and a little bit of 11, but mostly 3 and 6. It starts off with at Dano's house. I don't know where that is or what it's called. It's a giant jellyfish, but we started off there. And they're playing like rock, scissors, paper, and they're bopping each other on the head and they lose. It seems like super boring. And they're bored with it already. And the Grand Priest pops out and he's like, look, calm down guys, Tournament of Powers around the corner. People are almost ready. And of course he brings up Goku, who they seem to both love. They seem to have there's some heavy favoritism on Goku. I don't know if that's some foreshadowing of him getting his butt kicked later, but besides the point. Yeah, man, real childish. I mean, I know the Zenos are supposed to be childlike. They're very, like, innocent and naive, but they seemed, like, super on that level this episode. I really started to subscribe to the idea that there's somebody as powerful as them, and not really the people in charge, or there's going to be a coup, you know, that kind of idea. I'm really starting to subscribe to that idea a lot more. As the episode progresses, we get to see a little bit of Universe 7, so Goku and their boys, and get to see through, like, the ball that the Grand Priest have. Whis has the same thing. He starts showing them what all the universes are up to, which is a really powerful bit of kit. I wish we had something like our universe, so we could get, like, sneaky tactics on what the other universes are doing. I'm surprised Beerus hasn't suggested it. And he shows them what I believe is Universe 3, so I think it's Universe 3. The Trio de Dangers and I've forgotten his name, but the dwarf, who I'm going to affectionately dub Gimli for this discussion. And you can see that they told their universe that the universe destruction, that you know, if they don't survive the tournament, the whole universe is going to be wiped out. And this just caused mass panic. So it looks like that shows that what Gohan's decision earlier, that they should keep quiet, was probably the right decision. And we finally get to see another god of destruction use the famous Hakai, which was cool. I liked it. In fact, it's going to be in my thumbnail. Like, one of the things I really enjoyed. And actually, you get to see the downside. Like, he's really disappointed with the planet they're on, and they're just looting and going crazy at the news that they're likely going out. And he Hakai's the whole planet, which I thought was. It's good to see that seems to be a staple ability of gods of destruction. So not only Beerus. So what happens if a Hakai meets another Hakai? You know, is it a case of movable objects meets unstoppable force? We both get destroyed. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. We then cut to Universe 6, and don't worry, this won't be the first time we jump to Universe 6. We jumped there like 2 or 3 times throughout the episode, but this time you see Hit just skulking down like a dark alley. You see what's left of Frost. Now Frost is on the run. He's barely he like hooded and cloak, and he's hiding. And he knows Hit's coming, so he tries to grovel. Hit doesn't take any of his crap, never does, but Frost is like really on it. And just when you think like maybe Frost has changed, decided to change his ways, of course he hasn't. He tries to fight him and uses like poison darts, but to no avail. It is obviously way stronger and just basically plays with him and tells him, look, if you want to live longer than the next 5 minutes, then you need to come with me. You're needed for the tournament. And he does reference that Frost has got a little bit stronger, so that the being on the run has actually toughened him up a bit. The Hit implies that he actually had to try a little bit, which I don't believe for 1 second. That was a pity, alright. We then obviously cut back to our universe afterwards, which has Master Roshi appearing at Yamcha's. Now, the comedy throughout this episode for me has been really on point. I really, really enjoyed it. But what made it good is that the comedy wasn't there just for comedy's sake. It actually was part of the whole episode, and it felt quite fluid, like it was supposed to be. So this time, Master Roshi has found Yamcha because he wants to get over his weakness. Now, I never thought in the years of watching Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and GT, careful, I know I said it, but I watched it, yeah. Master Roshi would ever want to get over his weakness. He's been a pervy guy since day one, and that's a huge part of who his character is. But even he's aware that going into this tournament, he has to be of the utmost focus, and so has decided to try and overcome it. Now, of course, hilarity ensues, as you would expect with old pervy Roshi, but the underlying bit is very, very interesting. So I'm hoping if we're going to get to see that in the tournament, maybe it's foreshadowing of him overcoming his like lust for, you know, young pretty girls. I thought that was pretty good. So after that, we have another jump. So this episode is jumpy, like jump all the way through. So we're gonna jump again to Goku, who's getting a little restless, and he decides to challenge Whis. Now, Vegeta has gone off to hyperbolic time chamber at this point, but again, that in and of itself is funny because Goku's like, "Why didn't he invite me? Why?" And Whis is like, "Why should he? You know, you treated him like crap," and then so he's gone to do it on his own. I thought this was hilarious. Like, it's like Team 4-Star, like, can perceive the future. They'd already done a funny little sketch on this, and nail on the head right here. Again, really funny, good part of the story, just very, very good. So Whis and Goku have a fight, and Whis is of course pointing out that Goku is too relaxed and seriously enough, and then he goes to replicate Popo's grapple and shows that, like, after all that time he still hasn't learned, but it looks like Goku has, and this was incredibly funny. Goku's like, "I'm not allowing this to happen," and bites Whis in the hand. I'm not talking like a gentle bite, I'm talking full teeth, big hand mark, and Whis is just physically taken aback by the bite, which was absolutely hilarious. Just genuinely quite funny watching Whis rub his hand like a wounded puppy. It was so funny. Of course, you know, it's just a sparring match, and that's pretty much all that really happens there. Yeah. We do see Universe 11 in this episode. However, Universe 11 really doesn't do anything. I think they just keep showing us Universe 11 so we don't forget. I don't really know what the point of them in this episode was. They were mostly just eating stuff and trying to get their team together. Still no Jiren. We still haven't seen him talk or do anything. So we're hating on this. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, it's been like 10 episodes. Best part 10 episodes. Can you just give us the character, please, so we got an idea of why he's so formidable, like why he's interesting. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the whole episode. There were a few other bits and bobs throughout the episode, but nothing really, like, you know, tangible. And of course, we get the sneaky peek for next week's episode. And, oh my god, they've done it again. I can't explain to you how hyped I am for next episode. So, next episode is going to have Kaba, Universe 6, teaching Caulifla and Kale how to go Super Saiyan. We now have our first official canon female Super Saiyans. Sounds like I'm getting overexcited over nothing, but this is huge. This is amazing. I can't wait for next week's episode. I'm hoping that Kale beats the shit out of Caulifla, and that's why she's in the team and we haven't seen Caulifla at all. I'm hoping Kale just beats the crap out of her, and I'm really hoping we get to see the full-on crazy female, like, extreme Super Saiyan that we're gonna get. I really can't wait. I hope we get to see this. Other things I want to see from next week's episode, which wasn't brought up, give me Jiren. Like, holy hell, like, how long do you have to wait? Just give me this character. Of course, I'm curious to know what you thought of the episode, so leave that down in the comments below. And what do you want to see? What hasn't happened yet in the lead up to the Tournament of Power that you want? Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a subscribe. And of course, please comment. This is a discussion after all, and I'm always interested in what you guys think. And until next time, guys, peace.